I wanted to create a video that shows how to use Pronterface with my i3 Mega 3D printer. How this kind of started, I was watching a tutorial on how to calibrate the step motors and the extruder motor, and there was a lot of the tutorials that talked about using Octoprint. Octoprint and Octopi require Raspberry Pi or some form of that to be able to interface with the 3D printer. Well, I don't have that, so I wanted to see if I could find something that I could use with the USB interface with my printer. So that's what kind of led me to Pronterface, and I noticed that there just really wasn't a lot of tutorials out there for it, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of do that now. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to the Pronterface.com website, and you're going to go to Download, click on the latest release, which will take you to another site, and you're going to see it brings up the newest version, which is Print 1 1.6.0. Scroll down and you'll see that there are a couple different options for whatever platform you need, Windows versus Mac. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Print Run for Windows since I'm using a Windows 10 machine, and allow that to download. Okay, once I've got that downloaded, I'm going to go to the folder, and you'll see that it's a WinZip file, so I'm going to go ahead and open that. And I'm actually going to extract those files to my desktop. Now at this point I've already connected my printer to my computer through the USB cable that was provided. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the desktop and I'm going to find that folder right here. And when you get into that folder, you'll see that there is the Pronterface executable. Now it is a standalone piece of software, so it doesn't require like a Windows installation. So as soon as I click on it, it's going to open up directly to the Pronterface interface. Now the one thing to be aware of is that when you first start using Pronterface, usually it's going to have like a different baud rate set as the default, so like usually the 115/200. For the i3 Mega, that isn't going to work, and you'll see if you use that you get a bunch of gibberish in return. So what you actually want to use is the 250,000 baud rate, and you'll see that once I do that, everything comes back as expected. Now as far as sending commands to Pronterface, you can use this window right over here. The one that is talked about in a lot of the tutorials, especially the one that I used for the i3 Mega, is the M503, and the value you're looking for here is going to be the M92 line, which is going to have values for X, Y, and Z, and E. E deals with the extruder motor, so that number, 96.33, is the number you want to pay attention to, because that's the value you're going to need when you're doing the calibration. Alright, and the other thing as well with Pronterface is you can also use it to do the filament extrusion. So you can see here there are values for length and for speed, as well as a button for extrude and to set the hot end temperature. You can use this area right here to set the printer to extrude 100 millimeters. So you'll see within a lot of those tutorials, basically what you'll do is you'll mark off a length on your filament 120 millimeters, tell your printer to extrude 100 millimeters, and then measure the difference between the 100 and the 120 millimeter mark to see whether you're either extruding too little or too much. Again, I'm not going to go into too much detail on that because there are some really great videos out there that kind of go through exactly how to do that and the calculations you use. But when you get down to then adjusting that E number, again here you're able to use the M codes or enter M codes here to interface with your 3D printer, in my case the i3 Mega. Alright, I think that's all for this. Thanks for watching.